Some authors have used the lack of a straight narrative to concentrate more on the characters' relationships, ignoring completely or leaving little importance to the narrative structure. Samuel Beckett is such an author. He famously plays the basis for the theater of the absurd, where lots of dialogue is spoken without taking the narrative forward. However, many things are said and done establishing the characters' relationships. This video will examine his Red Thread, a narrative thread that connects all his works and runs through the themes he explores. Beckett is fascinated by the lack of structure. Beckett's plays don't follow the three-act narrative structure, the famous beginning, middle and end. Still, they are often separated into two acts, simply a before and after, what came first and what came later. Time has passed, although the audience is left guessing how long. The idea leaves the audience baffled, so they'll pay more attention to what the characters are saying, to look for a point of reference and try to understand when and where everything occurs. Beckett takes full advantage of this, leaving the audience lost but intrigued by the characters, falling into the author's desire to concentrate on what is said in every sentence, where profound topics are discussed. The most famous example is Waiting for Godot, where the two protagonists, Vladimir and Estragon, await the entire play for a man named Godot. The audience doesn't know where it takes place apart from in front of a tree. Time-wise, it is never clear if it's night or day, or how much time has passed between the first and second part. What is clear is the relationship between the two protagonists. They care a lot about each other and have known each other for a long time. That's all that matters. This brings us to another thread, codependency. In Beckett's plays, at least a couple of characters are codependent from each other. They lean on each other for survival, and as soon as one of the two cuts this relationship, the other is lost and has no way to survive or even care about themselves. The best example is the play Endgame, where Hem and Clove live together. The first is blind and in a wheelchair, and the second is his servant and was taken in by Hem as a child. One needs to be taken care of and the other a place to stay. Even if Ham is brashly and abusive towards Clove, he stays and helps him because of his good character. By the end of the play, Clove decides to leave but remains on stage, not knowing if to go or not, watching Hem stop caring about his own well-being. On a personal note, Beckett is a peculiar author that needs to be watched because there is nothing to understand from his plays. Still, they must first be experienced to comprehend why they are so influential and unique. He doesn't explore stories but relationships, and as in life, they need to be experienced. In the description, I'll link a couple of his plays. I hope you check them out. Onward to the next author.